There we go. There we go. There we go. Peace, 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 family. How's everybody doing out there? If you can, please let me know how my audio's coming through. Let me know how my audio's coming through. Let me know if I'm clear. Let me make sure I screw this microphone in so it doesn't fall. I know it's been a minute. How's everybody feeling today? How's everybody feeling today? Family, if you can, please share this out. Family and friends, please share this out with family and friends. Especially those that are on Instagram right now and those on YouTube. All right. Peace, power, and prosperity, family. How we doing out there? You already know what time it is. Bitcoin Block Bully coming to you once again for the Early Roger Show with Coffee and Crypto. How's everybody feeling out there? How's everybody feeling out there? Yeah, I changed around the system to another iMac computer, and the audio seems to be crisp and clear utilizing my podcast setup over here on this other computer. So once again, YouTube, am I coming through clear on YouTube? Please let me know. Please let me know. How's everybody feeling over there in the land of Instagram? Peace, 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 peace. Wealthy rising. I hope everybody's feeling good today. Well, you know, dealing with life on life terms, Sequoia. You know, but keeping it pushing. Okay, perfect. Perfect. So I figured out the audio thing. That's a blessing. That is a blessing. Let me see. I don't know if Instagram froze. Nah, there we go. It's moving. All right. Just wanted to make sure it was moving. All right. Man, what we got going on today, y'all? We got Bitcoin at 109,000, ETH at 2,500, AVAX at $23, Hype up to 27 bucks, Doge at 23 cents. We got green markets coming all through. Big shout out to the New Money Matrix family in the building. What's going on, Miss Jerica? Antonio Blackman, peace, peace, peace. How's everybody feeling out there? We should be feeling high in spirits. Today. All right. We got a couple of stories that we're going to be covering. Of course, more so than nothing, though, what we do want to take a look at is what is the next trajectory for Bitcoin? What's the next target? The Bitcoin. Antonio Blackman said it pays to hold Bitcoin. Nobody who's held is in a loss. Hey, didn't I say, if y'all remember from my last live, right? If y'all remember from that last live, I actually said that. I said nobody that's ever ever held Bitcoin in the history of Bitcoin up until this date, if you never sold it, right? If you never sold it, right now you're in profit. Once again, nobody in the world that ever bought Bitcoin and held it up until this point has ever seen a loss. Can y'all believe that? How does that sound to y'all? What do you think about that? Let me know. What do you think about that? Amazing, ain't it? Yeah, New Moon's still doing his thing, ain't it, Miss Jerica? New Moon is still doing his thing. New Moon is definitely still doing his thing. So let's go ahead and jump in, right? Let's go into the charts real quick. One thing to definitely pay attention to here, is the total crypto market cap. Now I'm looking at it from a micro perspective. Let me clear that up for you guys on YouTube, on Instagram. So I'm looking at it. There we go. All right, there we go. Yeah, so I'm looking at it from a weekly perspective, right? We can see here where we were able to breach and break the 61.8% retracement level. Remember, this is normally your reversal area. This is the area that you want to flip and turn into support. Look what happened. You broke it the first week, second week, support, third week, support. Now what we're looking to do, break our resistance right here at 78.6, which is $3.43 trillion. So that's $3.430 billion. And the minute we break that, that's when we're looking to go to our previous high here, which is $3.730 billion. Now, if we can take out the 786 in this one spot, what does that do? That opens up the door, right? That opens up the door for us to then rally into this next golden zone up here, which is actually going to be the new highs for the total crypto, right? Because you got to understand that the market as a whole has not reached previous highs. That's why the total crypto market has not reached its previous high. We're still not even in a breakout bull trend as far as the whole market is concerned. Okay, I want y'all to understand that. We're not even there yet. So as of right now, what we're looking to do is clear 78.6, take out the one spot. Then we look for a continuation move going into the 4 trillion, right? What's that? 4.12 trillion. So 4.120 trillion to 4.610 trillion. These are your next targets moving north. Once again, on a preset of conditions, if and only if we can break this 786 in this one spot. We got fresh positive momentum coming in here on the MACD. There we go. Fresh positive momentum coming in on the MACD here. We're in our second week of positive momentum. Huh? Bully you shillings and Mac? Shillings? Oh, MOC, money on chain. Money on chain, one of the best routes you can go. Now, what does all this mean for Bitcoin, right? Right now, Bitcoin hit that high. Let's take a look real quick. Let's take a look at a couple of things. We already know that this is going to be could be a heavy level of resistance where we're currently finding ourselves with Bitcoin. Okay? Could definitely find ourselves at a level of resistance here at 109,355. What was our high? Our high was 109,494. 109,494. Previous high was 109,354. So we've actually broken our previous high on Bitcoin. Bitcoin's made new highs for the first time in history. And once again, let me reiterate, for anybody that has bought and held Bitcoin over the last couple of years, months, weeks, days, or even over the last couple of hours, you've made money with Bitcoin. You have not yet taken a loss. Now, does that mean that it's going to stay like that? Absolutely not. I mean, if you're buying right now and you're buying the top, it could definitely pull back from where it's at. You know what I mean? What we'll be looking for, and what really matters here, what I'll be looking for rather, and what really matters here for I myself, is the closure, right? Where is the candlestick going to close at? Are we going to break above and get a closure above, or are we going to hold below and take a closure below? All right? Now, if we do that, if that was to be the route, my first level of pullback would be somewhere around $101,000, right? $102,000, roughly $100K psychological level even, right? Big possibility. Big possibility. Now let's make sure that this is only on the weeks. There we go. We got that on the weeks. Let's break this down to a daily real quick and see what Bitcoin's doing on the daily chart. Let me see. Let me go to a 4-hour. Okay, this is what I want to do. Let me turn some of this off. That should only be on the hours, and this right here should only be on the hours. There we go. Now we open it up to a daily. Now some of the things, some things that I would definitely be careful about here, right? Certain things that stand out to myself, anyways, right? Let me see. Are these on the 4-hour? Hold on. Yeah, they are. Let me turn these off too. Turn that off on the minutes. All right, let me go back over to a daily. Turn that off. All right, now what I'm noticing here, right? If we look from high to current high, if we close where we're at right now, right? Certain things you want to pay attention to. As of right now, on the RSI, you're making a lower high, even though the high has not yet been confirmed. What we're looking at is a breakout on price, but you're not seeing the same breakout in your oscillators. Look at your MACD here. Look at your MACD here. Okay? You got a high, you got a lower high. I love this beat. So now, once again, we're looking at the oscillator, right? And what you're seeing on the oscillator is the fact that we're seeing lower highs than our previous highs. So now, if we're looking at it from a MACD perspective, right, let's mark those areas off. We look at our high. We look at our high. And we look at our new incoming high here. And we compare that to our highs on price here, right? And what you'll notice is that even though the highs are getting higher on price, they are getting lower on your oscillators, okay? They are getting lower on your oscillators. Now, when you see that happen with price, you already know what time it is. Certain things you want to watch out for. Let's go ahead and pull it up and get the definition here. Hold on, give me 1 second. All right, now what does that say as far as the definition goes? Huh? What are we looking at? What does it say? A bearish divergence is technical analysis. In technical analysis, occurs when a price makes new highs, but a momentum indicator like RSI or the MACD does not. This suggests that despite the price increase, bullish momentum is waning and the market is potentially setting up for a downward price reversal. Exactly, divergence building. Exactly right. That divergence is building right now. And normally what I look for is the 3 drive type, which we're currently seeing right now. 2 on your RSI, 3 on your MACD. Okay? That's what we're looking at right now. We got 2 drives of possible bearish divergence right now because we haven't made our significant high yet. We don't know if this is going to be the high or not, right? And we have 3 drives down here on your MACD. Family, these are so, you know, a lot of times, a lot of people, the mistake that they make is that they enter the market at the wrong time, right? What I'm showing y'all is kind of like a cheat sheet that will allow you to look and see a possibility of a reversal before it happens. That way you're not caught with your hands in the cookie jar. You know what I mean? Now, from that aspect, let's take a look real quick. Drag you up there. Drag you down there. There we go. So now even on the 4-hour, right? Something that you can notice. Well, no, I don't want to take all this away. Let me do this. Let me get rid of. Well, no, let's leave that there. This should only be on visibility. That should only be on the days. This should only be on the days. So turn that off on the hours. All right. We're actually going to turn this off on the hours right here. Actually, what we're going to do is get rid of that. Okay. I'm going to draw this up for y'all real quick. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm going to draw this up for y'all real quick. Show you what I do see. Show you what I do see. In fact, let's just do that. There we go. So let's maneuver these. What we're paying attention to here, right, is where are our highs here on our 4-hour. So here, here, and as of right now, here. All right. Remember, like I told y'all, this is all art. All you got to do is learn art. That's all this is. Just a picture. The picture tells a story. Think about how the ancestors used to read the stars, and the stars would tell them a story of the possibility of future events. That's all we're doing when we read these charts. We're looking at the possibility of future events, right? That's all we're doing. Hold on, let me get this real quick. Let me go over here. Give me 1 second, y'all. 1 second. Here we go. There we go. Hold on, let me put this in a couple more spots. Drop this off. There we go. All right, we got it out there. All right. So now what we're looking at, right? What we're looking at here is we're looking at highs, right? We're looking at our high points from here to here and from here to here. Now we're going to see how these high points coincide with price. Okay. So we got from here to here. We'll mark that off first. And then we have from here to here. All right. Now, I'm going to tell you one of the trickiest things about doing technical analysis is the patience that it takes to allow what your analysis is telling you that is going to happen, right? Because a lot of times when you're looking for these pullbacks, and you got to understand, and it's just like I told y'all the other day, for those that are part of the class and those that are part of my Discord, just like I told y'all, when you're looking for bullish divergence, you're looking for price to go higher. Always remember that. You're looking for price to go higher, right? Because you're looking for a pullback. In order to have bullish divergence, you need what? You need a higher high on price, but a lower high on the oscillator. It's that easy. We got that right now. Textbook. And on the 4-hour, it's actually being shown on both the RSI. Whoop. Let me turn that off. There we go. It's actually being shown on the RSI as well as the MACD. So now we got what? 3 drives of bullish divergence all across the board on the 4-hour. Right now trading at 109,000. We could run to 110,000 psychological level and then possibly see a pullback. Do you have a class on the new Meteora LP? No, just set up a one-on-one. You got to join the Discord in order to set up a one-on-one too. Now that we're looking at a possibility of a pullback, right? We try to figure out, okay, well, where is that pullback going to come in play at? Okay, where is it going to come in play at? And there's a couple different ways we can figure this out. Let's say if we want to take this from, let's say we want to take this from our swing low to our possibility of a swing high right now. You're looking at $101,998 or 101,000, right? Let's see if we take it from our last previous low before that swing high. We can see that right now we were already in the past. held at 23.6. If we were to drop now, we look at like 103 to 100,000, right? If we want to tighten it up just a tad bit, make it real tight, that 618 and that 50 now turn into your 100 and 101,000, right? With an emphasis on 97,000, maybe a wick low coming down to retest the previous resistance right here, right? It does coincide nicely with your 78.6. My understanding with technical analysis has been very challenging. I'm sharing this as help. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hopefully this is helping. Thank you. So now what we're looking at here, right? What we're looking at is if we do see a pullback, right? What we're looking at as of right now, tighter range is 105, first warning shot. If you lose 105, 400, then I'll look at somewhere between 103 to a possibility of $100,000 pullback. Okay? Earlier, did you mean bearish divergence? I said bearish divergence. This is the definition we read. A bearish divergence is a technical analysis occurs when price makes new highs. We said bearish divergence. Shall we short BTC? I mean, I don't know about we. This is all about me. I'm sharing my information with the community, but I'm not telling the community to do anything. I don't tell you the long, short. I'm just giving you my expectations. Now, do with that what thou will. You know what I mean? Do with that what thou will. But I'm not here to give any type of. I said it and then I quickly corrected myself after I said it. You must have missed me correcting myself. But yeah, I'm not here to give any type of financial advice. So, okay, your expectation. I'm giving you my expectation here with the analysis. What do you mean? I'm giving you everything that I'm giving you and all that I'm gonna give you with this analysis. Take from it what you want. I ain't got no other expectation to give you. If you want to short based off this information, that's your prerogative, your choice, your decision. If you don't want to short, don't do it. If you're looking to just if you're looking to buy the pullback and long it from the pullbacks, you got the ability to do that. All right. So yeah. Now moving right along, getting into the it's all well. This will be saved, so you'll definitely be able to go back and look at it. Now, coming up in the stories today, Bitcoin erupts to all-time high, 109,000. Mark shattered on Wednesday. It goes on to state that on Wednesday, Bitcoin decisively eclipsed its previous all-time peak set on January 20th, 2025. The cryptocurrency reached an unprecedented milestone on May 21st, touching 109,490. Hey, isn't it so crazy that these monumental, I don't know, it's my life though. That's just my life. This monumental day just so happens to happen on the same day that I hit 10,000 subscribers. I went on my YouTube today and I'm like, hold on. It was 10,000 exactly. 10,000 exact subscribers. I don't know how many I got now. Maybe more, maybe less. But the last time I looked, it was 10,000 exact subscribers on the exact day. On the exact day that Bitcoin makes an all-time high. Can't nobody tell me I'm not in some weird way, shape, or form assimilated into this Bitcoin realm, dimension, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, Bitcoin notched a fresh all-time high of 109,495, adding yet another milestone to its meteoric trajectory. The digital asset has climbed, and there go my 44s, 4.4%. 4.4. My numbers. Against the US dollar in the past 24, and is up 25% over the last 30 days. Binance, Bybit, and BitGet ranked as the most active trading venues during the day's rally. So that's where a majority of the capital is being traded at. You know what I'm saying? All right, now in DeFi news, Chainlink's CCIP is officially live on Solana, which is supercharging the growth of Solana DeFi by unlocking assets to 19 billion plus of capital. So now when you read stories like this, what I want y'all to kind of take away from it, right? The Matrix is calling you, Neo. Hey, it definitely is in some weird way. It definitely is. Oh, thank you for that, Dr. Tony. She also said Bitcoin first reached 100. It did. You're right. It did hit 100K the first time when I was on Brother Rich's live. Hey, y'all can't tell me I'm not made to do this shit. Can't nobody tell me that. That's why I quit doing everything else I was doing just to do this. You know, just to be honest. Okay, that's the end of it. All right. Now, it goes on to state that Solana's lightning fast speed meets Chainlink's battle-tested security and reliability, creating the ideal cross-chain experience for Web3 developers, dApp users, and institutions. Launch partners include Maple Finance and other leading projects. Chainlink is the backbone of the blockchain. So saying that, let's go see and take a look and see how much Chainlink is trading for right now. Currently rising to get back above your 236. All we need is a closure above 1612 in order to look for a continuation move to 1796, roughly $18. Right? That's all we're looking for. That's all we're looking for. Now, that's from a swing low, swing high perspective. From a swing high, swing low perspective, where are we? Right here, trying to break back inside of our golden ratio. You see that? Right here, trying to break back inside of our golden ratio. So anything above 1657, we look at 18.5 to 2050 as the next targets before we move north to 23.50 to $27. All right. Always remember this, y'all. This is not financial advice in any way, shape, or form. Please don't take it as any type of financial advice. These are my opinions and my opinions alone. Any and everything that I'm telling y'all could be 100% wrong. 100%. Okay. So always go do your own due diligence. Anyways, if we're looking at this being the backbone of the blockchain, and right now it's trading at $16.27 with an all-time high, might I add, of $53 a share. So the all-time high of what they're saying is the backbone of the blockchain, which I tend to kind of agree with them, because what Solana is an oracle, right? That's how a lot of the data price feeds get fed into a number of the projects that we're utilizing. You know what I'm saying? Kels, what's going on, big homie? Push that psychological level of one. Yeah, I was just talking about one time. I said we could. Yeah, you probably came in late, NFC Barber. I talked about the psychological level of 110,000. Yeah, we already covered that. Now, once again, with Chainlink, all-time high, $53. Backbone of the blockchain, Oracle system is $16.25 right now. $16.25. $16.25. And you don't even have that much of a lot. See, this is what y'all got to understand. This is one thing that y'all really. Damn, so there's really no need for Python anymore at this point. Very interesting, Brazy World. That is a very interesting point to be made. Let's see how Python is faring out right now. Very interesting. I didn't think about that. Holy shit. Yeah, Python ain't faring out too well. I mean, if you look at the rest of the market and look at this, it's like, damn, what happened? Like, damn, what happened? Yeah, even on the weekly, you look bearish in my humble opinion. This is not the picture of health and fitness. Right? We're definitely in price discovery, bankroll wealth builders. But we've got a lot of bearish divergence showing its ugly head right now. We got a lot of bearish divergence showing its ugly head. So yeah, Chainlink doing its thing, Pipe losing its thing. If we look at this from a monthly perspective, right? Let's just look at it from a monthly perspective and kind of get an idea of where we're currently at. Woo! See that? You're right here on the verge of breaking back inside of your first fib. We just need to get a monthly closer in the next 10 days and 8 hours above $16.30. What that does is open up the door for 23 to 34.65, 23.30 to 34.65, right? This is the roadmap. I'm gonna give it to y'all right now. Always remember, this is not financial advice in any way, shape, or form. These are just my opinions, y'all. Always remember that. These are just my opinions. Yeah, Bitcoin dominance is probably rising right now, but like I said, all that divergence is showing. So this the roadmap as I see it. We need to dominate this area here. Ultimately, we need to take out this area here. Once we take out this area, which is none other than your golden ratio, right? Which we were in before, but we lost it since then. So take out this area here, right? What that does then allows us to continue from this area to this area, right? Then, if we can take out and dominate, here we go, this area here, right? What that will allow is for us to move north into this area here. All right. There's going to be your second golden ratio on Chainlink. So now, don't say that on, what's today's date? The 21st, I believe. On May 21st, the Bitcoin block bully did not show us that Chainlink has the possibility of going somewhere between $66 to $82.72 when it was only $16 and we didn't do anything about it. Yes, I do believe there are on synthetics, NFT Barber. So now this is my blueprint on what I think may happen on price with Chainlink. And once again, family, if you got people that you're watching, that you're listening to out there, and they're not breaking down how they're coming up with their price, it's just, hey, fuck, XRP is going to go to $100 and Chainlink's going to go to $1,000 and this and that. They're not showing you the blueprint. Don't believe shit they telling you. Don't believe shit they telling you. Should we be buying more? I can't tell you what to do, man. I don't even know why y'all be asking me that. I can't tell nobody what to do. What I can do is show you how to use the technology that we have at our fingertips. That's what I can do. I can show you how to use the technology. But as far as me telling you what to invest in, what to buy, when to sell, can't do that. That would be financial advice. That would be illegal. Can't do that. All right. Now, it goes on to state that this Chainlink's cross-chain interoperability protocol, or CCIP, is officially live on Solana mainnet. The first non-EVM chain to purchase CCIP's V1.6 upgrade. CCIP is a standard for cross-chain interoperability, supporting 57 plus blockchains. I would say that is the backbone, and enabling the secure transfer of value and data across the EVM and SVM ecosystems. This integration enables projects including Solve, Backed Finance, Shiba Inu, and more to expand their existing CCIP-enabled tokens into the Solana ecosystem, leveraging the cross-chain token standard, the CCT. Joining them are new teams planning to adopt CCT standard, including Elisa, OS, The Graph, Maple Finance, Peep, Peep, Zeus Network, and more. Together, these CCTs coming to Solana via CCIP represent a collective market cap of $19 billion plus. Bully is very consistent. Do your own research. Hey, I do it. Hey, I say it all the time. Seen a decent pull on Crystal. Okay, somebody said they seen a decent pull on Crystal. The launch of CCIP on Solana unlocks new opportunities for users and developers by providing the secure cross-chain infrastructure required for institutional-grade blockchain applications. Powered by the same decentralized infrastructure that has secured $75 billion in DeFi total value locked at its peak, and enabling over $20 trillion in transaction value. CCIP will help scale Solana adoption while maintaining the highest level of security and reliability. Solana is now connected to Arbitrum, Base, BNB Chain, Ethereum, Optimism, Sonic via CCIP, with more to come. CCIP-enabled bridging such as an Interport, OpenOcean, Transporter, and XSwap are integrating support for Solana. Launching CCIP on Solana is a pivotal milestone for the industries, as Chainlink's highly secure and reliable infrastructure provides users access to one of the fastest growing ecosystems in Web3. Solana's high throughput, low fees, and large developer community make it an ideal environment for building next generation cross-chain applications. With CCIP, leading projects representing billions of dollars in market cap now move assets into the Solana ecosystem, laying the foundation for an asset-rich ecosystem that attracts institutional capital, deepens liquidity, and expands the footprint of tokenized RWAs, which stands for real-world assets: gold, silver, land, carbon credits, things like that. This integration enables institutions already leveraging Chainlink to enter the Solana ecosystem, accelerating the adoption of Solana's tokenized RWA economy. Many of the largest DeFi communities and token developers within the EVM landscape can now expand their presence to Solana, accessing new users, which means new capital, more capital, right? It's all about how much capital can you bring to any specific project. Kel said, I've been doing security I've been seeing you doing security webinars and post-chain webinars weekly. Would love to get in front of some new money matrix and build if you're open to it. No, 100%. We need to collab and do a class anyways. Let me see. We need to put some thought to it because I know I got a class coming up with Slice. Wait, let's put some thought to it, Kels. We can definitely do it. It goes on to state that Maple Finance, what did I leave off at? Yeah, Maple Finance is among the launch partners exploring new opportunities enabled by Chainlink, CCIP, and Solana. Okay, so just to reiterate, man, some of these coins, right, where they're at right now, they are still in highly undervalued areas, in my humble opinion. Right? Once again, this is not financial advice. This is just my humble and dumb opinion. All right? But when you're seeing something that at one time traded at $50 some odd, went down to below $5, which would have given you a 10x leverage, right? Which for those that are part of the New Money Matrix Discord, this was that 1.5 year long consolidation that we were in. Y'all remember this? Remember this right here? For those that are part of the New Money Matrix Discord? Remember this? This is what got us to where we at now. So we're just now starting to climb our way out. So look what we did. We made a high, a low, a higher high, a higher low. Remember how trends move, y'all. Remember how trends move. Now we're looking to do what? Make a higher high. And when we talk about that, what we're talking about are the closures. This is a close. This is a close. This is a close. This is a close. We're looking to break through this red line so we can close somewhere around this green line up around $34.65 as a possibility. Shoot me your contact number, Kels. I'm just going to text you. All right? That's the possibility. And those are the guidelines and those are the things that I'm looking for to happen in order for it to follow through for Chainlink. Let's take a real quick look at the top layer 2. Layer 2 for Bitcoin. Stacks. Let's see. We're on the monthly right now. Beautiful monthly candlestick. Could have been an engulfing here. Could have been a double tweezer bottom, but it wasn't. Failed just short. But then that next one did proceed it. So we do have further continuation here. Let me see what we got going on here. This is stacks on Coinbase. Let me see something real quick. I was trying to look for a larger chart, but I guess we'll have to do with this. Not too bad. Keith saying, send me a DM. I mean, send me a friend request right now. Just let me know what your Instagram is, and I'll approve you. Send it to me right now, and I'll go look for it, and I'll approve you. All right. Stacks right now. What you're looking for a real turnaround is for it to trade above $1.27. That'll open up the door for 176 to 255. From 255, we look to retest 384. From 384, we go to the new highs of 475 to 592. Now, what will invalidate that? In my humble opinion, to close back below 74 cents will invalidate any type of move north towards $1.27. We've already taken out both of our previous highs. So in my humble opinion, once again, humble and dumb opinion, continuation from where it currently stands to $1.27 is on the table. Once again, these are just my opinion. My opinion. All right. Now, we also have yield-bearing stablecoins surge to 11 billion. Now 4.5% of the market. Let me ask this. For those of you out there that have dollars, right? Everybody like to talk about having fucking money and flash money and all this shit, right? But I'm going to tell you something. You're doing yourself a great disservice if that money ain't doing shit for you. Meaning if you just got a stack of $100 bills, $500 $100 bills, $20 bills, whatever the case may be, and you're not doing shit with it, you just got it and all you're going to do is spend with it, why not make something for you, right? That's the biggest thing I like to teach people within this cryptocurrency decentralized finance sector is that you ain't even got to get into none of the risky shit. You can just have your money make more money for you than it's ever made in its life. You get what I mean? That's all you got to do. You can sit back and literally let the dollars work for you. You ain't even got a Bitcoin and Ethereum and the Doge and the XRP and the which one and that one and this one. You ain't got to do none of that. Come over here and just supply liquidity in dollars and make more. In fact, you can even put yourself in a position where you supply liquidity. And for those that may not be up on the terminology, what I'm saying is that bring your money over here, because think about it like when you put your money in the bank, you're supplying liquidity. You're giving liquid capital to the bank in order to borrow out. So why not? And they're giving you crumbs for that money. Crumbs. Why not choose a bank that you have full control over, right? Non-custodial, holding private keys, and earn almost 10 times what the bank is paying you. Have you seen the Genius Act and how they are trying? Yep. I've seen this similar thing a couple of different times. In fact, damn, what was that video we did back then? It's a podcast I did back in 2020 with Brother Duncan where we covered a similar subject. We covered a similar subject. Dope Godson, what's going on, big homie? How you? There you go. We are the bank. Hey, you know what's interesting about that, though? Legally and technically speaking, we are the bank. If you look at, oh man, what code is it? What code is it? Let me see. Let me see if I can find it just off the top. Let me see. Where is it? I've showed it to y'all before, but you got to know exactly where to go find it at. In fact, we can look at this. What's a private banker? Under some statutes, an individual banker, as distinguished from a private banker, is a person who, having complied with the statutory requirements, has received authority from the state to engage in business of banking. While a private banker, a proprietor, or an unincorporated bank is a person or a firm engaged in receiving deposits, discounting commercial paper, selling bills of exchange, and doing banking business without special privileges or authority from the state. HJR 192. Oh, House Joint Resolution. No, I wasn't looking for House Joint Resolution 192. Bank, allocate, invest, discharge. Yep. Hey, you got it. Who was that? Anthony Scott. Bank, allocate, invest, discharge. You got. Hey, you just shared the golden what would we call that? The yellow brick road right there. That's the road to financial freedom right there. Bank, allocate, invest, and discharge. Anthony Scott, you got it. Anthony R. Scott, you got it. Don't know who you are, but you definitely been listening. What else we got going on? What time is it? It's 11:41. You know what I want to do? Oh, couple things. If you haven't joined my free Discord, make sure you join my free Discord. The only way to join the free Discord is to be following me on Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, YouTube, you want to follow me on IG. Chicago _ crypto _. In fact, let me see if I can look it up. Hold on. Chicago crypto block bully Instagram. Here we go, right here. Look at these fake ones though. Look at this. Who the fuck is this? Bitcoin bully. Who is this? Bitcoin bully. What is this? This is not even a fake me. This is just somebody just made a different page. Interesting. Here we go. But this is my page right here. All right. For those that are on YouTube, this is the page you want. Let me blow this up for you real quick. All right. Make sure it has all these credentials right here. All right. Make sure it has all this. In fact, I need to go unfollow some of these people because I'm following too many people. I need to break this down to like 2,500. So just hope y'all don't get cut. Please spin the link in the chat. Can I do that? I don't know if I can. I probably can. Let me see. Oh, yep. There we go. Bam. There we go. I forgot I can even do that on YouTube. I forgot that was even in there. All right. So we got class this Friday. You want to join, or let me do this, right? Either you're part of the free Discord or send an email to blockwallstreetwork@proton.me. This week's class, I'm going to be showing you how to participate in a number of different airdrops. Airdrops are classes, or airdrops are projects, or airdrops themselves are an incentive from a project to onboard new users by giving them free shares of their token. It used to be just by doing a couple of things on projects. Now they got a lot of point systems. So we're definitely going to be covering some point systems. Some of these projects, you're not going to need any money to participate. It's absolutely free. Some of the projects, you're going to want to have a little bit of capital in order to participate. All right? That class is this Friday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm still looking for a spot in Chicago where I can hold live classes, or I just got to get that that internet working over there where we did have a location at. One of the two. Also, let me see. I'm gonna be doing a giveaway. I got to think about what I'm gonna give away and how I'm gonna give it away. But I'm gonna be doing something to celebrate 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. So I'm gonna be doing a giveaway. I report people I see copy my mans. Thank you for Charlie the Great. So I'm gonna be doing a giveaway. I just got to figure out what I'm gonna be giving away. So be on the lookout for that. Stay in tune. Class this Friday. Airdrops. Block Wall Street Work at proton.me. Okay, a couple people said they just sent. Hold on. Let me see. I know somebody said they wanted me to let them follow me the first time, but where is he? Can I join you? Okay, that was Keith Sane. Keith Sane, did you ever send the request? BK Transcendent said he sent a request. What's your name, BK? What's your name on Instagram so I can go ahead and accept it real quick? Please let me know what your name is. So that way I can go ahead and accept it real quick. Let me go take a sneak peek real quick. This is a real page right here. There's a realtor on here that wants to follow me. I'll be real wary about some of these pages. It looks legit though. Looks like a real realtor. Posts go back to 2023. Let me see how far. Joe Tumoler, the realtor. You on Instagram? You on YouTube right now trying to follow? I sent a request with the same username. All right, what I'm doing right now, I'm just trying to accept these requests. Did I see? I don't see it. Send me another one. Hey, I appreciate everybody that tunes in with these early live shows, with my classes. I appreciate everybody that supports me 100%. I appreciate everybody that supports me, man. Because like I said, with y'all, I'm able to stay on that straight and narrow, right? Okay, I see you right there, my man. Appreciate the follow. Thought it was a fake page for a minute. But no, I appreciate y'all, though. They won't let me follow you back. You're following me now, though. You must have liked the information. I appreciate the follow. Once your Instagram, I'm sorry, I'm at work. No, you're on my Instagram, Zay Collins. You're on Instagram. You're on Instagram. So look, if y'all need to tap in with me, I will have a website up and running soon. I'm gonna have another website up and running soon. Right now, the best way to tap in with me, is by going to my email, Block Wall Street Work, or sending me an email, blockwallstreetwork@proton.me. How can I join the Discord? Chirac Lynn, send me a DM. When you coming back to the A, I'm trying to put that together with Slice right now on my return to Atlanta. I'm trying to put that together right now. I got an event coming up in Memphis. I got an event that we're trying to put on the West Coast, and I'm trying to do something in Atlanta. If anybody wants to book me, just reach out. I'm not that expensive. If you want to book me and have me come talk to the people and really bring some information and not just talk, walk y'all through some shit. Because that's the thing about me, right? When I come out, I always try to walk people through processes. I'm not just sitting on stage talking about crypto and, hey, you should buy this and you should buy that. I'm actually trying to walk you through some shit and get you involved. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to bring me out and you want to get the people involved, not just hear some good information, bring their laptops, give me a screen, give me an HDMI cord or a smart screen that I can connect to. Let me actually walk you through some shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, North Carolina. Hey, Ashky, Text me right now. Ask you while we on the line. I need to get on that three-way with you and the brothers out there in North Carolina as well. Parks Maurice, if you want to put the event together and book me, let me know. Let me know. It could definitely be done. Miss Cuban Jenny, what's going on, Queen? Peace, peace, peace. Wealthy rising. Wealthy rising. Pleasure to have you on the show. So yeah, hey, market's on fire right now. Hey, make your next move your best move, family. Once again, we do have divergence. Let's look at. Let me see something real quick. Do we have divergences across the board though? Let's see. Let's look at Ethereum real quick. Let me look at something real quick. Let's take a look at ETH. ETH hitting 2,600. What are we doing here? Let me refresh there. So now ETH right now on the 4, let me see, on the 4 hour. Okay, so you do have that divergence on the 4 hour, and that did break you down back down to 2,300. We've bounced since then. So this could be the bounce around for Ethereum on this run right here. We just had a great consultation, God, I'm learning. Anthony, okay, we just had a consultation. Hey, I appreciate that. I appreciate you learning. I appreciate you sharing that you're learning too. Hey, no, thank y'all. Hey, look, I appreciate all my followers, all my students. I love you all. I wish nothing but the best for everybody. Believe you me, I'm one of the few out here that really just want the best for y'all over myself. You know what I'm saying? So continue to support if you can. Like I said, class this Friday for those that are interested. Send the email, Block Wall Street Work at proton.me. Block Wall Street Work at proton.me. What up, Scott? GI inches built. GI in the building. Oh, both y'all must be from GI. Big shout out to CCA, Concord affiliates. Hey, with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here, y'all. I appreciate and love you all. To the next one, peace, power, prosperity, family. I am gone.